Hi, this is Gary Burghoff. The Burghoff, Boostrom, and Westfall families wanted to open a GoFundMe account to benefit those.
Every day, fans revisit the golden age of television, rediscovering moments that shaped an era we still cherish. And tucked inside that golden age is a story most viewers never saw coming, the real human journey of Gary Burghoff, the man who brought Radar O'Reilly to life with such sincerity that he became one of the most beloved characters in TV history. Gary's connection to Radar began before the classic MASH series ever aired. When director Robert Altman filmed the original 1970 movie, he saw something in Gary that few others had noticed, an unpolished innocence that could anchor the whirlwind of wartime satire. Gary was 26, juggling small theater work and music gigs, but his performance made Radar the emotional compass of the film. Even with minimal lines, he became the gentle heartbeat in all the chaos. So when CBS adapted the movie into a weekly series 2 years later, Gary was the only cast member asked to return. He was honored, but also cautious. He feared television would dull the movie's raw tone. Still, the chance to explore Radar more deeply was too meaningful to pass up. When MASH premiered in 1972, audiences immediately felt the shift. The show spoke directly to a country still grappling with Vietnam, and Radar, sweet, perceptive, painfully sincere, became its soul. The teddy bear, the shy voice, the stammer, all came from Gary himself. He wasn't just acting, he was giving pieces of his own heart to the role. But as MASH evolved into a deeper, more dramatic series, the role that made him famous became a weight he could no longer carry. While his castmates were allowed to mature on screen, Radar was kept frozen as the innocent boy next to the grown men around him. Producers insisted audiences needed him that way. Gary, a sensitive perfectionist, felt trapped by a character the world refused to let grow up, and that pressure slowly began to take its toll. Long hours, emotional scripts, and the show's increasingly heavy themes gradually blurred the line between the character and the man behind him. Gary absorbed the sadness of those stories. Off-camera, he became quieter, more introspective, often withdrawing into sketching or music between scenes. Tension naturally followed, not out of malice, but exhaustion. Creative differences with castmates, especially during long filming days, sometimes sparked conflict, and the warm camaraderie fans imagined wasn't always reality. By the late 1970s, Gary knew he needed to step away. Fame had cost him time with his family, and the emotional drain of maintaining Radar's innocence felt unbearable. In 1979, he made the difficult decision to leave. His farewell episode, rewritten and reshot to capture the quiet truth of war, became one of the most powerful exits in television history. And ironically, by walking away, Gary preserved Radar exactly as fans loved him, untouched by cynicism. In the years that followed, Gary built a quieter life. He painted, helped with charity efforts, spent time with his children, and embraced the peace he'd long been missing. He didn't chase the spotlight, he simply chose to live. And perhaps that's why Radar remains timeless, because the man who played him never tried to be a star, he just tried to be honest. What do you think? Did Gary make the right choice when he stepped away from MASH?